My insights here are using inspiration from your own practice. For me, this is personally how every session pretty much occurs, is inspiration from your own practice. So what are you finding inspiring? What insights arise for you to create a theme from during meditations? So as you sit, for me, as I sit in meditation, potentially ideas will arise for the next meditation group session in that meditation, whether it's something that I deeply feel and feel so aligned with that I wish to share that, um, or whether it's just an insight out of the blue and it feels like a really valuable theme to share with the group. So generally for me, it's sitting in my own meditation practice that the insights arise for the next group session. What meditative books are you reading, and could you take insights from for sessions? One of my favorite books, and there are many now, but one of my favorites is John Kabat-Zinn's Wherever You Go, There You Are. Every single chapter of that book is a potential meditation session, and there must be 50 chapters. So there's a year's worth of meditation sessions. And yeah, what about you, Lisa? Oh, Lisa, you're on mute.
Thanks, Tim. Sorry. I just ran a session on this yesterday for Meditation Australia as part of the Lift Off series, which was creating content and curriculum for your meditation groups. So if you'd like to delve into this further, you can go to Meditation Australia. It probably won't be up yet, but there'll be a video of that session that you'll be able to purchase. But basically, the gist of what I was talking about in that session was similar, exactly like what you were saying, Tim, using your own life and your own practice as an inspiration. If you use the richness and the things that you're experiencing in your life, and then the kinds of meditation techniques that you're using to support yourself through your own self-care or through helping yourself manage the challenges or anything that's arising in your life at that time, then I think that's a good guide for what to offer others. And we talk in the course about the mirror. What is something that is current for you and really useful for you is likely to also be useful for your students. And you may need to adapt that technique in some way for the level of experience of your group, but you will never run out of ideas if you are maintaining an emotionally honest meditation practice and being responsive to the things that are arising in your life and the ways that you need to respond to them with your own self-care. You will always have material.
On the Meditation Australia site, on the homepage, down the very bottom, under under membership policies and information, there's a link to what's called suggested pricing.
Mm-hmm.
So the link name is suggested pricing. Clicking on that, it takes you to fees for a one-to-one consultation. And it breaks it into if you're a new graduate or if you have 2+ years experience or 5+ years experience. And for a one-to-one for a new graduate, it's suggesting $100 per hour, 2+ years, 120, 5+ years, 150. And I think that's a great gauge, a great
Mm.
place to start. But
Yeah.
again, perhaps people here tonight have their own insights into that. And if you wish to share, you're very welcome
I think
to.
whatever, sorry, go ahead.
No, 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 that's all right.
I think whatever you do decide to charge, just make sure you feel comfortable with it. So, if you feel there's no point charging $150 for a session if it's going to make you nervous and anxious when you're running the session. So, yes, of course, stretch yourself, but don't take yourself to something that you just doesn't feel like you. So, and then you can gradually keep working your way towards whatever fee feels comfortable for you. And that will constantly change too, I guess, over time. But yeah, just start with something that's just a little stretch for you and then work your way from there. it's always a good idea. I remember this from the corporate meditation elective, the corporate mindfulness elective that you wrote, Tim, how important it is to just to have that chat with whoever it is that you're dealing with in those places, and just ask the question, what is your budget? Do you have a budget? And that might be a good starting point, take some of the guesswork out of it. When you're first starting out as a meditation teacher, it can be there's two ways you can go, or you can have a combination of these two approaches. But one way is you can just get your name out there as much as possible. And in order to do that, it might mean going and working in other people's studios for a while. Whether it's working in someone else's yoga studio or a number of yoga studios around town, or whether it's going into a gym or going into an aged care facility. But it's about just getting out there, getting your face out there, getting people to know you. And it's there's the other way to do it, of course, is to set up somewhere and have people come to you. But it's a little bit more difficult for people to come to you if they don't know who you are. So I think a good initial starting point is to start in other people's studios where people can get to know you. And then when you move somewhere else or you start your own group, you can let them know that you're doing that. But it's about building a following, building a reputation, and getting your face out there and getting people to get to know the way you work and the way you teach.